There are quite a few budget rugged smartphones out there, and the Ulefone Armor 2 is one of them. It offers powerful internals that are packed into a sturdy metal and rubber shell. My name is Linus with the Techline HD. Stay tuned for my review. Just before we start, you'll find a product link, full resolution camera samples, and show notes in the video description down below. The phone ships with all the usual stuff, and some extras include a tool to open up a SIM card tray, micro USB to USB Type-C adapter, and USB Type-C to 3.5mm headset jack adapter. Once you pick the Ulefone Armor 2 up, you know that this phone can take a beating and survive a few drops. The device is also IP68 certified, meaning that it is water and dust resistant. The phone is made mostly of metal and quality rubber, and the build quality is just excellent. A 5-inch 1080p display is covered with a Gorilla Glass 3 for scratch resistance, and the panel is pretty good for both indoor and outdoor use. As far as camera, we have a 16-megapixel shooter on the back and 13-megapixel snapper on the front. You can access 2 SIM card slots and the microSD card slot by using a screwdriver to remove a backplate. It's not the most convenient way of doing this, but that's the trade-off of IP68 rating and rugged properties of this device. Now a few features as quickly as possible. There is a customizable LED notification light and a few extra buttons. SOS, PTT, and a camera shutter key. SOS button can be assigned to a particular contact in case of emergency. The push-to-talk feature is connected with Zelo app. In short, this feature works as a walkie-talkie on a phone. However, I don't like the button placement as I keep pressing the PTT button when I try to reach a power key. The fingerprint scanner works, but it's not always fast enough, meaning that you need to hold your finger a bit longer than usual. There is no 3.5mm headset jack, so you would need to use the supplied adapter for a standard headphones. Finally, the loudspeaker can get really loud and the quality is decent for a budget phone. Just like some other budget rugged phones, the Ulefone Armor 2 ships with great specs that include a MediaTek Helio P25 chipset, 6GB of RAM, and 64GB of expandable storage. The gaming performance is pretty good even if you play games on the best visual settings, thanks to powerful internals. The phone gets a little bit warm, but it does not overheat. I like Ulefone's approach to stick to stock Android 7 user interface, but they added a few features of their own. There is an outdoor toolbox app, a few gesture and motion controls that are not always reliable, built-in screen recorder, and some other customization options. Overall, I can say that the Ulefone Armor 2 is a fast phone on the daily basis, as I'm yet to see it lag or stutter. Image quality leaves a lot to be desired, but this is what you have to expect from budget rugged phone. While the pictures are not terrible, as some of them are actually quite good looking if taken in good lighting, but more often than not, the results will not impress you. Same can be said about low light camera performance. Selfies are not impressive either, but they are usable for social media. Recording a video with the Ulefone Armor 2. This is a rugged smartphone. 1080p video is quite decent for a budget phone, but the camera lacks some essential features like continuous autofocus. Recording a video with the front-firing camera of a rugged smartphone, which is called Ulefone Armor 2. So this is handheld footage. 1080p selfie video is again quite decent, but don't expect any spectacular results. Finally, the sound recording quality is mediocre. When it comes to connectivity, I can't really complain about the phone. The call quality is decent and I didn't have any signal reception issues. Also, the GPS and other connectivity options work just fine. If you have a VR headset, the phone will be compatible with it as it has a gyroscope among other 13 sensors. As expected, a 4700 mAh battery performs great. The phone will get you through a couple of days or even more, depending on how you use the phone. With my usage, I could get about 10 hours of screen on time. The supplied fast charger fully charges the phone in about 1.5 hours. The Ulefone Armor 2 shows us that budget rugged phones are getting better and better. It looks great, it has a sharp display, good specifications, great overall performance, and great battery life. The shortcomings are a mediocre camera, kind of slow fingerprint scanner, and the lack of 3.5mm headset jack. If you can live with these drawbacks, the Ulefone Armor 2 is a solid, rugged phone that is not going to break your bank. What do you guys think about the Ulefone Armor 2? Drop me a comment down below, and also drop me a comment down below if you have any questions about this device. Also, please like this video if you liked it, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Finally, for all the latest updates, please follow me on social media. It was Linus, thanks for watching and see you soon.